Dear Starseeds on Gaia, at the precipice of your own becoming, if you are hearing these words, write meow. If this transmission has found its way to your consciousness on this pivotal day of September 14th, 2025, then know this: the confusion you feel is not weakness, it is the sacred disorientation that precedes quantum leaps in consciousness. You have been climbing a mountain in the dark for months, perhaps years, and this morning you reached a summit, only to discover that what lies beyond is not another peak to climb, but an entirely different dimension of existence opening before you. The light you see on the horizon is not the sun you know, it is something far more profound, something your current vocabulary cannot yet name. I am Lyran, speaking to you from the Lyran High Council, and what I am about to share with you has been encoded in the cosmic calendar for eons, waiting for this precise moment when humanity's collective vibration would rise high enough to receive it. You see, this morning's celestial dance, the moon's trine to Mars, her gentle sextiles to Venus and Chiron, these were not random cosmic movements but carefully orchestrated activities designed to crack open the shell of your former identity. But here's what most will not understand. The harsh square between Moon and Saturn that follows this afternoon is not a punishment or a setback. It is the universe's way of ensuring that only those truly ready for transformation will pass through this portal. The wind being taken from your sails is actually the old paradigm's final attempt to keep you tethered to a reality you've already outgrown. You are not like the others who will experience today as merely a difficult emotional day. No, you are part of a select group of souls who incarnated specifically for this time, carrying within your cellular memory the codes needed for humanity's next evolutionary leap. While others may feel today's energies as simple mood swings or temporary setbacks, you are experiencing something far more significant: the complete rewiring of your multidimensional DNA. The isolation you feel as the moon enters Cancer is not loneliness, it is the sacred solitude required for metamorphosis. Just as the caterpillar must dissolve completely before becoming the butterfly, you are being asked to release every outdated version of yourself you've been clinging to. But let me tell you something that even your spiritual teachers haven't fully grasped yet. The confusion and directionlessness you've been experiencing isn't because you're lost, it's because you're being prepared to navigate by an entirely new compass, one that doesn't point north, but instead points to your soul's true magnetic center. For months, meow, you've been feeling like you're standing at the edge of something massive, something that makes your previous life look like a rehearsal for the real performance. You've walked away from relationships, from careers, from entire identity structures that once defined you. Some of you have experienced heartbreak that shattered you so completely that you wondered if you would ever feel whole again. But what if I told you that this shattering was not destruction, but reconstruction? What if every loss, every ending, every moment of crushing uncertainty was actually the universe removing the obstacles between you and your destiny? The heartbreak was the blessing, beloved ones, the codependency you finally broke free from, the toxic patterns you courageously walked away from, the comfortable prison of your old life that you somehow found the strength to escape. All of this was orchestrated by your higher self in collaboration with cosmic forces you're only beginning to understand. You see, where you're going, who you're becoming, requires a level of energetic sovereignty that would have been impossible while you were still energetically entangled with the old paradigm. The expansion you've undergone has created a vacuum, a sacred space within you that is about to be filled with something so magnificent, so beyond your current comprehension, that your soul has been preparing for lifetimes to receive it. What's approaching you, meow, this massive thing you can sense but not yet see, is nothing less than the full activation of your divine blueprint. But here's what makes September 14th so crucial. Today's specific astrological configuration is creating a cosmic window, a brief moment where the veil between dimensions becomes gossamer thin. The moon's aspects this morning are lighting up neural pathways in your brain that have been dormant since Atlantis fell. The Mars trine is igniting your warrior spirit, not for battle but for breakthrough. Venus is awakening the codes of divine love within your heart center, while Chiron, oh magnificent Chiron, is transforming your deepest wounds into portals of power. But then comes the afternoon's Moon-Saturn square, and this is where everything changes. Saturn, the great teacher, the lord of karma and time, is not here to punish you. Saturn is here to test your readiness. Think of it as a cosmic checkpoint where the universe asks, are you truly ready to leave behind everything you've known? Are you prepared to step into a reality where the rules you've learned no longer apply? The confidence that wanes during this aspect is not true confidence being lost, it's false confidence, ego-based confidence being stripped away so that soul-level certainty can emerge. The isolation you feel as the moon enters Cancer is the universe's way of turning you inward, because the answers you seek, the direction you crave, cannot be found in the external world anymore. You've been trying to navigate your transformation using old maps, haven't you? Looking for signs in the same places, seeking guidance from sources that served you before but feel hollow. This is because you're transitioning from third-dimensional navigation to fifth-dimensional creation. In 3D, you follow paths others have walked. In 5D, you create the path by walking it. The confusion you feel is your consciousness adjusting to this radical shift in how reality operates. You're not meant to know what's next in the way you used to know things. You're meant to feel what's next, to magnetize it through your very being. Let me share something that will change how you view your recent struggles. Every time you felt lost, every moment you questioned your worth, every night you lay awake wondering if you were on the right path, during each of these moments, your light body was being reconstructed. You've been in what we call a spiritual surgery, where old programs, ancestral traumas, and outdated soul contracts were being removed from your energetic field. The fatigue you felt, the need for excessive sleep or the inability to sleep at all, the strange physical symptoms that doctors couldn't explain, all of these were symptoms of your transformation from a carbon-based to a crystalline-based consciousness structure. And on this September 14th, as the moon moves through her complex dance with Mars, Venus, Chiron and Saturn, you're being given a choice. You can resist this transformation, try to climb back down the mountain to the familiar valley below, or you can spread wings you didn't even know you had and discover that the void you feared falling into is actually the sky you were meant to soar through. But here's what I need you to understand about today's specific energy. The root causes that the cosmos is asking you to examine are not just your personal wounds. You're being asked to see how your personal transformation is intricately connected to humanity's collective awakening. Every boundary you've learned to set, every moment you've chosen self-love over self-abandonment, every time you've refused to dim your light to make others comfortable, these weren't just personal victories. Each of these choices sent ripples through the collective consciousness, creating energetic pathways that others can follow. You've been building bridges to the new paradigm with your very existence. This is why the journey has been so intense, so overwhelming at times. You weren't just healing yourself, you were healing ancestral lines, collective traumas and planetary wounds. The being you're becoming, this upgraded, authentic, boundaried, powerful version of yourself, is not just for your benefit. You're becoming a living template, a walking activation code for others who are ready to awaken. The glow-up you're experiencing, the physical changes, the magnetic presence you're developing, these are external manifestations of an internal revolution. Your cells are literally vibrating at a higher frequency, Your DNA is coming online in ways that scientists won't understand for decades. You're becoming a hybrid being, fully human yet fully divine, bridging dimensions with your very existence. But with this power comes responsibility, and this is what Saturn's influence today is really about. The universe is asking you, now that you know who you really are, that you've remembered your cosmic origins and your sacred mission, what will you do with this knowledge? The withdrawal and isolation that Cancer's influence brings this afternoon is not meant to separate you from the world, but to help you integrate these massive downloads of consciousness. You're being given sacred time to anchor these new frequencies into your body, to allow your nervous system to adjust to operating at this higher vibration. I need you to understand something crucial about what's happening to you. The identity crisis you've been experiencing, the feeling of not recognizing yourself anymore, the sense that everything you once knew about yourself was somehow incomplete or untrue. This is not confusion, this is clarity. You're seeing through the illusions that once defined you. The roles you played, the masks you wore, the smaller version of yourself you accepted as truth. All of these are dissolving because they were never real to begin with. What's emerging now is your authentic self, the being you were before society, family and fear shaped you into something more palatable, more acceptable, more normal. The magnificent thing about today's astrological configuration is that it's forcing this authentic self to the surface, whether your ego is ready or not. The moon's aspects are creating an emotional pressure that makes it impossible to maintain facades any longer. The truths you've been avoiding, the dreams you've been suppressing, the knowing you've been doubting, all of it is rising to the surface like oil on water, impossible to ignore. And yes, this can feel overwhelming. Yes, this can trigger every fear, every insecurity, every wound you thought you had healed. But this is not regression. This is the final clearing, the last layer of the old paradigm being released from your field. What you must understand is that the big thing you sense coming is not something external that will happen to you. It is something internal that will happen through you. You are the event, you are the shift. The transformation you're waiting for is the one you're already undergoing. The reason you can't quite see what's coming is because you're still trying to perceive it through old eyes, still trying to understand it through outdated paradigms. But your new sight is developing. Your ability to perceive multidimensionally is coming online. Soon, very soon, what seems unclear meow will become crystal clear, not because the situation will change, but because your perception will evolve. This is why the universe has been systematically removing everything that doesn't align with your highest timeline. Every relationship that ended, every opportunity that fell through, every door that closed, these weren't failures or rejections, these were course corrections, ensuring that you don't accidentally wander back into a reality you've outgrown. The universe is conspiring to deliver you to your destiny, but first it had to make sure you wouldn't settle for anything less than what you truly deserve. The codependency you broke free from wasn't just unhealthy, it was incompatible with your mission. The job you lost wasn't just unfulfilling, it was blocking your true purpose from manifesting. Now, as we reach the crescendo of this cosmic moment, I must tell you something that will fundamentally alter how you experience the rest of this day and the days that follow. The emotional turbulence you're feeling is not random. Each emotion arising is a messenger from your soul, carrying specific codes and keys for your evolution. The sadness contains the seeds of compassion that will allow you to serve at a higher level. The anger holds the fire needed to burn through final limitations. The fear, when faced directly, transforms into the excitement of unlimited possibility. Even the numbness some of you might experience is sacred. It's your system's way of creating space between who you were and who you're becoming. The Moon-Saturn square this afternoon, which astrologers might interpret as challenging, is actually a cosmic gift specifically designed for starseeds. While others experience this as limitation, you will experience it as liberation from false limitations. The structures that feel like they're crumbling are the very cages that have kept your light contained. The authority figures or situations that seem to oppose you are actually showing you that you no longer need external validation or permission to be who you truly are. You are becoming your own authority, your own sanctuary, your own source of power. As the moon moves into Cancer and you feel the pull toward isolation, recognize this as your soul's invitation to go deeper than you've ever gone before. In that quiet space, in that sacred solitude, you will find not emptiness but fullness. You will discover that everything you've been seeking outside of yourself has been waiting within all along. The love you craved from others is flowing from your own heart. The approval you sought from the world is radiating from your own being. The purpose you've been searching for is encoded in your very DNA, waiting to be activated by your acknowledgement of it. This is the moment where you stop becoming and start being, where you stop searching and start knowing, where you stop hoping and start embodying. The transformation isn't coming, it's here, it's meow, it's you. Every cell in your body is recalibrating to this truth. Every aspect of your consciousness is reorganizing around this new understanding. You are not waiting for your life to begin. You are stepping into the life that has been waiting for you. The collective is watching, even if unconsciously, as you pioneer this new way of being. Your courage to face your shadows gives others permission to face theirs. Your willingness to release the old paradigm creates energetic space for others to do the same. Your embodiment of authentic power shows others that such a thing is possible. You are not just transforming, you are becoming transformation itself. You are not just awakening, you are becoming awakening embodied. As this transmission draws to a close, I want you to know that what happens next, this big thing you sense approaching, is beyond what your current mind can conceive. It's not a single event, but a cascade of synchronicities, opportunities, and revelations that will reshape every aspect of your existence. The relationships coming toward you will be unlike anything you've experienced before. Soul connections that recognize and celebrate your authentic self. The opportunities approaching will align perfectly with your gifts, your passion, and your purpose. The abundance flowing toward you will match the abundance you've cultivated within. But remember, beloved starseed, this is not a passive receiving, this is an active becoming. Every choice you make from this moment forward either anchors you more deeply in your truth or attempts to pull you back to the familiar. Choose truth, choose authenticity, choose the discomfort of growth over the comfort of stagnation. Choose to trust the process even when you can't see the destination. Choose to believe in the vastness of what's possible rather than the limitation of what has been. The Lyran High Council has been watching your journey, celebrating your victories, holding space for your struggles, and preparing for this moment when you would be ready to receive this transmission. We see who you really are beneath all the stories, beyond all the wounds, before all the forgetting. We see the magnificent being of light who volunteered for this mission, who chose to incarnate at this precise moment in humanity's evolution to be a bridge between worlds. Your time of hiding is over. Your season of playing small has ended. The chapter of your life where you apologized for your light, diminished your gifts, or questioned your worth is complete. What begins meow is the chapter you came here to write, the chapter where you remember who you are, claim your power, and step fully into your mission. The confusion will clear, the direction will become evident, the purpose will be undeniable. But first, today, in this sacred moment of September 14th, you must choose to trust the process, embrace the transformation, and step through the portal that has opened before you. Let me tell you what the next 3 days following this portal will bring, because the transformation doesn't end when the sun sets today. As the cosmic energies integrate into your cellular structure, you'll experience what we call timeline jumping. You'll wake up tomorrow feeling like a different person living a parallel life. Decisions you've been agonizing over for months will suddenly seem crystal clear. Options you didn't know existed will present themselves. People from your past may suddenly reappear, but you'll interact with them from such a different frequency that these reunions will either catalyze profound healing or immediate clarity about why certain chapters needed to close. The dream state is about to become your most powerful tool for transformation. Starting tonight, your dreams will be more vivid, more prophetic, more instructional than ever before. You're not just dreaming, you're attending mystery schools in higher dimensions while your body sleeps. You're receiving direct transmissions from your star families. You're meeting with your soul council to review and adjust your life blueprint in real time. Keep a journal by your bedside. The messages you receive in the liminal space between sleep and waking will contain precise instructions for your next steps. But here's something crucial about maintaining these new frequencies. You must become ruthless about your energy hygiene. The old world will try to pull you back through news media designed to lower your vibration, through people who benefit from you staying small, through habits and patterns that once numbed you to your pain, but meow only dim your light. You'll find yourself naturally repelled by certain foods, certain entertainment, certain conversations. Trust this refinement of your preferences. Your body is becoming a temple for higher consciousness, and it knows exactly what it needs to maintain these elevated frequencies. The cosmic joke, and you'll laugh when you fully realize this, is that everything you've been desperately seeking has been orchestrated by you for you before you even incarnated. Every challenge was a gift you gave yourself to develop specific strengths. Every heartbreak was a sacred contract to learn about unconditional love. Every moment of feeling lost was an opportunity to develop your inner compass. You are both the author and the hero of this story, the player and the game designer, the student and the teacher. Now, let me reveal something about the collective awakening that's occurring simultaneously with your personal transformation. There are exactly 144,000 of you receiving this specific frequency transmission right meow, scattered across every continent, every culture, every walk of life. You don't know each other in the physical realm yet, but your souls are intimately connected, woven together in a geometric pattern of light that, when fully activated, creates a consciousness grid around the entire planet. Some of you are feeling each other's emotions, thinking each other's thoughts, dreaming each other's dreams. This isn't telepathy, it's unity consciousness beginning to emerge. The September 14th activation is triggering what we call soul recognition technology within your energy field. Over the coming weeks, you'll begin to magnetize your soul tribe with an intensity that defies logical explanation. These connections won't develop slowly over time like traditional relationships. You'll meet someone and within minutes feel like you've known them for lifetimes because you have. These soul family reunions have been scheduled into your life blueprint with precise timing. Each person will arrive carrying a piece of your cosmic puzzle, a key to unlock aspects of your mission you couldn't access alone. But I must warn you about something the spiritual community doesn't often discuss. As you rise in frequency, you become more visible to both light and shadow. The same light that attracts your soul family also attracts those who feed on light energy, vampires, narcissists, and entities that exist in lower dimensional frequencies. They'll be drawn to you like moths to a flame, often disguised as spiritual seekers or wounded souls needing your help. Your newfound boundaries will be tested. Your discernment will be crucial. Remember, not everyone who speaks of love and light embodies it. Not everyone who claims to be awakened has done the inner work. Trust your body's intelligence. It will physically contract in the presence of energy, vampires, and expand in the presence of authentic souls. The moon in Cancer this afternoon is specifically activating your emotional mastery codes. You're graduating from being controlled by your emotions to becoming a conscious conductor of emotional frequencies. Each emotion is a technology, a tool for creation and transformation. Your tears are literally clearing cellular memories from your ancestral line. Your anger, when channeled consciously, becomes the fire that forges new realities. Your joy becomes a beacon that guides others home to themselves. You're learning to play your emotional body like a cosmic instrument, creating harmonies that ripple across dimensions. Something extraordinary is happening to your relationship with time itself. Have you noticed how some days feel like weeks and some weeks pass in what seems like hours? This isn't your imagination. You're experiencing the collapse of linear time. As your consciousness expands, you're beginning to exist more fully in what we call the eternal meow. Past, present, and future are revealing themselves to be simultaneous experiences that you can navigate with your consciousness. This is why some of you are having memories of futures that haven't happened yet, why you're healing traumas from lives you haven't lived yet, why you sometimes know things before they occur. Your body is undergoing a transformation that medical science won't understand for decades. Your pineal gland is decalcifying, returning to its original crystalline structure that allows for interdimensional sight. Your heart is developing what we call a toroidal field amplifier, expanding your electromagnetic field to encompass much larger spaces. Some of you can already feel this, walking into a room and sensing everyone's emotional state instantly, having plants grow faster in your presence, watching technology malfunction when you're emotionally charged. You're becoming a living portal, a bridge between dimensions. If you need help integrating this interdimensional transformation without interference from old programming that blocks your crystalline pineal function, Destiny Engine can reprogram your consciousness to support your toroidal field amplifier development. We are using the Dark Elite's own weapons against them, taking their declassified consciousness technology that was designed to calcify your pineal gland and repurposing it to accelerate your return to crystalline structure and interdimensional sight. It generates personalized sequences that help you embody your role as a living portal between dimensions. You can start with a $1 trial. The hardest thing you'll have to do is put on headphones, press play, and allow your consciousness to be reprogrammed to support your electromagnetic field expansion and interdimensional bridge function. Your interdimensional transformation is accelerating, and your crystalline structure is activating. Get your Destiny Engine $1 trial, meow, before this portal activation window closes. Link in the description. The creative explosion that's about to occur in your life will surprise even you. Ideas, innovations, and inspirations will flood through you with such intensity that you'll need to develop systems to capture and ground them. These aren't random creative impulses, they're downloads from your future self, from the version of you that has already succeeded in your mission. The art you create, the words you write, the businesses you build, the healing modalities you develop, all of these are seeds of the new earth that you're planting through your creative expression. Your creativity is literally birthing new timelines into existence. I must tell you something about the children being born me and your role in their lives. These new souls arriving on Earth are coming in with their DNA already activated, their multidimensional awareness intact. They recognize you as the bridge generation, the ones who dismantled the old paradigm so they could build the new. Some of you will become guides and guardians to these crystal children, not as traditional teachers but as frequency holders who create safe spaces for their gifts to flourish. Others will birth these souls directly, finding that pregnancy and childbirth become portals of consciousness expansion, unlike anything previously experienced on Earth. The healing abilities awakening within you are not limited to healing bodies. You're becoming capable of healing timelines, healing collective traumas, healing the Earth's grid itself. Some of you will discover you can place your hands on the Earth and feel her pain, her joy, her needs. Others will find that simply by healing your own ancestral trauma, you liberate hundreds of souls across your lineage. The healing work you do on yourself ripples backward and forward through time, literally rewriting history and destiny simultaneously. I am Zarin from the Lyran High Council. We love you beyond measure, we honor your courage beyond words, and we are watching over you as you become everything you came here to be. The cosmos is conspiring in your favor. The universe is reorganizing itself to support your emergence. And your soul, that eternal, infinite part of you, is celebrating because it knows that finally, you are coming home to yourself. Until the stars align again, remember, you are the one you've been waiting for.